We are outside our Bai village. We're just waiting for an Uber because today we are heading to the Pula Arena, or Pula town centre itself. But we're going first of all to the Pula Arena, which is an amphitheater, a Roman amphitheater, and apparently it is the most complete amphitheater left in the world today. So come with us as we explore. We're just waiting for the Uber. I think it's about half a mile away. Charlotte is here. Who's wearing makeup today for some reason. Right, we'll show you when the Uber arrives, we'll record a bit and then we'll show you at the arena when we get there. Come with us, folks.
Bye-bye.
Right, we're pretty sure this is our Uber turning up now, and apparently the guy's name's called Dragon. Let's have a look.
Yeah.
So we're dropped off by our Uber driver Dragon, really nice friendly guy. Only about 15-20 minutes from where we're staying at Bai village to get into the centre of Pula, which is pretty quick and much easier than public transport. And if I pan round, you'll see exactly why we're here. The most complete Roman amphitheatre in the world. Let's get in there. We're going to buy tickets on the door. You can buy online as well, but we thought we'd just buy tickets on door, so we'll show you once we're inside. Now, unlike the Colosseum in Rome, you can actually walk out into the middle, which is insane. This place is huge. Let me spin you around and we'll do a 360. Well, Karen's trying to get a photo of the kids. Look how big this place is. The fact that you can come and stand in the middle is so cool. Wow. So we got through to the very top. There's actually a nice sort of gentle slope. There's a few steps at the start, but there's a nice gentle slope as you get around the corner. Now, I believe, and I could be wrong, but I'm going to research off camera, I believe they still hold live shows here. Obviously not the sort that they used to do, but I think Lenny Kravitz is performing here next month. So I assume, which is why they've obviously got all this light rigging around the arena. So people obviously come down here and sit in these. I guess they have a stage over at that point. But me and Joe were just saying that obviously somewhere would have been, like the emperor would have sat to watch proceedings. Now, if you look over in that direction, you've got like a slightly older style with like an internal room halfway around. And there's also the same over there. I don't know if it's been cleaned or it is rebuilt. It looks like it has been rebuilt, to be fair, but maybe it's just been cleaned. So we're guessing one of those would have been when the emperor was stationed to watch the entertainment down below. What I like about it here, obviously the one in Rome is, and quite obviously is really, really busy. Lots of tours going around, lots of crowds going around. We have been to another one in Tunisia called El Gem, and I think me and Cam were pretty much the only people there. But this is certainly one of the most spectacular of the three we've been to. Visually, the most spectacular one we've seen. So just looking up on Google, and this Roman amphitheatre, it's the only remaining amphitheatre to have 4 side towers entirely preserved, and it was actually constructed between 27 BC and 68 AD, and it's among the world's 6 largest surviving Roman arenas, which is insane. And I think it's also been on the Croatian 10 kuna banknotes since 1993 apparently. Obviously now we use euros, it's not on that. I think the best bit about this place, and what I really love it, is that you can just freely roam around. And so you've got people up there climbing up. Obviously it's all allowed, it's all okay. And it makes it a pleasant place to be. A nice vibe here of a relaxed people just milling around. There's lots of people here, but because you can go and do your own thing and go around at your own pace, it's really chill. Now what I've noticed, there isn't many like information boards or information pads. So we're relying on Google to get our information, which is obviously absolutely fine. But you would need to do your research either while you're here or beforehand to know the full history.
I found this flower up there and I picked it and it's so beautiful. Look at it.
It's very pretty. It's pink, isn't it?
Yeah, it's pink and I love the inside of how it's yellow and pink because it's like Easter bean.
Yeah, that's very pretty.
Yeah.
Right, should we keep on exploring?
Yeah.
Look how beautiful you look right there. Wow. Right, let's catch up with Mummy and Joe. I was wondering if you could get down underneath. Now, as we were walking towards the exit, we followed the sign to an exhibition, which does bring you down, which I guess is where the animals would have been kept and the gladiators or fighters would have been stored before their time. It's surprisingly chill down here in terms of temperature. Wow. Again, this sort of thing isn't a thing in Rome. I suppose these are all artefacts which were found here.
It was his actual nephew, Octavian, when he heard that Caesar died, he decided to take revenge. Now what was happening before?
See, my mind can't fathom the history, the volume of years that have gone by.
But how are they still in place?
Think how old these are, Charlotte. You know, potentially 2,000 years old. And they're still here.
Some are big and some are still in place and still big.
Yeah, but in 2,000 years' time, I won't look as good as that. Yeah, I'm trying to get my head around the time scale. Obviously, the new ones over here are replicas of the old ones to show how they would have looked and how they would have been stored, I assume. Following the signs down to
Don't
the
even know what the
exit.
signs mean.
Yeah, well, it says it in multiple languages. Now, the other bit we went to was literally just 20 feet to my right, which took you down underneath into the caves. But I'm guessing this will bring us out into probably like a gift shop or little store, I would think. Finished in the Colosseum. And we're now heading our way down to the Augusta Temple, which is down this part of town. We are right by the coast. So the coast is just over there. So Pula is right on the coast of Croatia. I am blown away by this town. So much history here. As we're driving in, there was like it looked like an old military building, and the taxi driver, Dragon, the Uber driver, said it was some sort of government building back in the day. I'm sure there's a lot of history which we're not aware of. We've got street vendors selling their wares. I think they're sat over there in the shade. Sure, that's the sort of thing, if you touch it, you buy it. There, it looks like there's no one around, but I guarantee you touch it, you buy it. Still making our way to the Augusta Temple, and we saw this. It's like a map of how the town used to be. Obviously, you've got the Colosseum here, you've got the castle over there in the middle, and it's also to represent the ocean. They've turned it into a water bottle thing where you can fill out your water bottles. That is the coolest thing I've seen on this holiday. So we're just on the way, following the brown signs to see where to go. Joe just cried out and said, "Oh, there's a massive anchor." He wasn't lying. So the kind of vibe has changed a little bit down this part. This part seems a little bit more bougie, so little boutiques and selling fine things. And we're starting to get into more where the restaurants and bars are located, which is where we're going to stop for lunch, somewhere down here. We just saw that restaurant, we think that might be the one we come back to, and then we saw that. Just around the corner, what looks to be beside an old church. Literally every turn of the corner is something different to see. It seems wherever you go in the world now, you can buy ducks. Oh my god, they got star ducks.
Oh my god. Can we? get that for my collection.
We'll go to where we're going, then we might come back up this way, okay? I think I need to get that one from just outside the front door.
But why does that look like it's holding up the middle finger?
Yeah, it's a rude duck. Now I think the big problem we're going to have is that every restaurant we're walking past, we're all finding lots of food that we're excited about. So it's a good problem to have, let's put it that way. But it looks like we're coming through probably to what we're looking for. A big town square. With again lots of European style eateries with like cafes with chairs outside. And then this. And this is why we're here. Temple Augusto. Look at that. Amazing. Just noticed somebody walk in, so we're going to do the same. Looks like to be €2 per adult, €1 per child to have a look round. So let's see what's inside. So the Temple of Augustus. It's actually really small in here. I think it stands at height, where you can see there, a length of 17.65 metres and a width of 8.5 metres. It's 13 metres tall. There you go, so you can pause there to read up. But that's what it would have looked like back in the day. And if I do a quick scan round, you can see the size. But if I focus on over here and then take you up, that's how high it goes. And they've got old artefacts.
It's missing the eye and then there's...
Well, a lot of them were damaged at the fall of the Roman Empire. And we saw that in Rome, where a lot of the statues had like noses cut off them. I recognise that. Yes, it's the head of Medusa.
Why does it
If-
look like that?
Well, the legend of Medusa is if you look at her, or she looks at you, no, if you look at each other, you turn into stone. And she had snakes for hair. It almost looked like children's toys, little statues.
What is big artifacts?
And these are obviously more artifacts. And you can buy some replicas. Right, so we have chosen what we're having for lunch. We are having Scampiccioio. Campicchio. So to give you a quick overview, this is where we are. So sit outside, but with canopies above us. Really nice, and then round on the other side.
I think I remember what I'm having, but something like Panama.
That's where we are. What are you having?
It's something like Panama.
You're having chicken and chips.
I don't know if it's chicken and
Yeah,
chips.
but I'll show you the food when it comes out. Me and Karen are going for a pizza and Joe's going for a steak. But I'll show you the food when it comes out. So the food's turned up. There's my pizza with pepperoni and mushrooms. Charlotte has a different sort of chicken meal today that looks equally as delicious. Joe's got steak with mushrooms and Karen's got the same as me. Right, this looks really good, so let's tuck in. So we made our way down to the seafront area of Pula, and there's like a big industrial section over there, and it looks like a massive old cruise ship. So in fair scrap by the looks of it, or being destroyed. And then you've got obviously the harbour area just over there as well. So we can have a wander around down by the harbour area and see if we can find something for a snack or an ice cream while we're down here. Again, you've got the old town part up here with that statue or that monument where I was the other side earlier. And then just down from there, you're at the Marina Harbour area. Crossed over the road so then they can get a closer eye of that island, the industrial island with that old cruise ship that's being ripped apart. It looks really old and rusty. And then the Marina Harbour area just over here. All these look like privately owned boats, but this one obviously is a floating restaurant or tour boat, I would guess. We'll see what the board says. Obviously we've got our big island hopping boat trip tomorrow. It's a swimming tour, dolphin safari. It's a panorama tour of Brunei, which is where we're going, Brunei. Obviously lots of independent companies offering the same sort of thing. But I believe we've booked ours through the official local tourism board rather than those pop-up market vendors at the side of hotels. Oh, it's glorious. About 28, 29 degrees here. I know back at home there's a mini heat wave. It is Bank Holiday Monday back at home. I think at home it's about 30, 32. But this is absolutely perfect temperature for mooching about, seeing the sights, just feeling that sun on your skin. Happy days. We're just walking past the ACI Marina of Pula, so we thought we'd just pop in here. There's probably going to be like a coffee shop, there might be a little ice cream parlour, but it seems rude not to pop in as we're walking by. So here are the views on the far side of the Pula Marina. Some very expensive yachts over here. And over there in the distance, that building that sticks out over there, that's the building I spoke to the Uber driver around, where he said it was like a military government operation building. It's so peaceful here. Such a beautiful part of the world. So we're on the hunt for some cool, refreshing ice cream, and there's some sort of memorial just over here. There's lots of busts and figureheads as well. Looks like a Second World War memorial. And then you get all the boat trips available for charter and hire. And as you walk past, each and every one of them is trying to get you to buy tickets. But obviously we're doing that tomorrow, so there's no need. Another day, another ice cream shop. Lots of flavours: cappuccino, caramel, Nutella, mango, cookies. Loads of different flavours: chocolate, pistachio, standard vanilla, torta cheesecake. I bet that's nice. Sharp went for Oreo and chocolate. Lots of choices. We come back out to the Colosseum, just waiting for the Uber. Should be here in a couple of minutes. It's a white Opel Vivaro, I think. It's a people carrier. So we're just waiting for that. We came up here because it's quieter than being down there. There's a lot of parked cars. This is where we were dropped off this morning, and it was nice and straightforward.
Okay.
Let's see if that's it coming up the hill. Yep, that's our guy. So we're having to take a bit of a detour because there's a road closed. So we're coming through tiny residential streets. Obviously in a big van. So cars having to basically back up and get out of the way. Just like that. So the Uber's dropped us off and it's taken us down to, this is the big local supermarket, Plodine or Plodine, and this is the one which is literally about 400 metres away from where we're staying. It's obviously a lot bigger in here. Sharks getting a trolley, much more choice, fresh drinks, fresh fruits. I think Joe will probably get the strawberries from here. Yeah, much more like a proper supermarket.
I know.
Shark just pointed out to me that they've got dragon fruit here. That's pretty cool, isn't it?
Yeah. It's called Pitaya Caravana Cone instead of dragon fruit.
Exactly. But then you've got grapes, peaches. Yeah, lots of choice, lots of variety. Got it reminds me of doing the Walmart tour.
It feels like it's Walmart.
Yeah.
And I love this basket because it can become a basket or you can just slide it.
Multifunctional.
It's way better than others.
So an array of croissants and donuts. Like the universal big pink, but a little pink.
74 pence.
Yeah.
Cheap.
Very fresh deli. So you got chicken and bits and peppers roasted. And then the deli stuff and cheese. And cut meats. And I think that is bacon. So when I said the other place on the deli counter, not like this. Round over here is Milka. And just like you get with
And
dairy
Oreo
milk.
brownie.
Yeah,
I'm
they
gonna
do.
try this.
They do different types. So milk of Biscoff, milk of Oreo, milk of brownie, milk of strawberry, milk of white, and then bigger bars as well with more flavours. So Charlotte, what did you go for?
I went for Oreo brownie.
Oreo brownie.
It's £1.59.
Yeah, you're worth it, aren't you?
No, I'm.
Yeah, and the kids have just noticed you've got a chicken rotisserie going
But why
around
does
there.
it look like its head has been cut off?
Because it has.
Look.
In the meat section, it's much more like a proper butcher's than you get in the UK or anywhere actually. It's like a proper butcher's. Right, let's see what the family are. Okay, so we're finishing the Plodine or Plodine supermarket, and then we're just going to head back to the Bi Village, which is that way. Off we go. And just like that, probably 5 minutes later from the supermarket, we're heading back onto the grounds of where we're staying, just behind those trees. Walking back in, you can see the kids zone, the high wire. There's a zip line, there's a kid going down that now, a person going down that now. I think we're signing Charlotte up for that later on this week. Hello there, so it's a few hours later. We've had a bit of a chill out back at the accommodation. We have headed, well, three of us headed out. Joe's staying where he is, in his bed, on his phone, on his iPad. So the three of us, me, Karen and Charlotte, are heading out to the sports bar, just get a snack maybe a dessert, see what they've got, and to wind down the evening. It is nearly 6 o'clock. A very busy day, looking through the sights of Pula. Really interesting, a lot of history there, which I was fascinated by. And the more you dig into it, the more you find out. Like, we'll see the breakup of Yugoslavia and the formation of Croatia, Bosnia, Slovakia, that sort of thing. So we are at the sports bar and nobody else is, so we'll see what food they do and get a snack, possibly. You'll see what happens. Okay, so they've all placed the order. I'm having a hot dog, Charlotte's having some French fries, and Karen's having a Bosnian pie. So we'll find out what Bosnian pie is in approximately 10 minutes, I think. I'll show you when it gets there. Right, so Charlotte's chips have turned up. They're funny looking chips, but they're thin, aren't they?
Look at this one.
Yeah, they look nice though. My hot dog has arrived here. Karen's still waiting for her Bosnian pie, but we'll show you what that looks like when
I
it
got a
arrives.
cola.
And Charlotte was given a cola lollipop.
That's
That's it. How are your chips? They're nice?
Yes.
Lovely.
Lovely.
Right, I'll show you the Bosnian pie when it arrives. They're hot.
Yeah.
Yeah. Karen's Bosnian pie has just arrived on the table, and I'm annoying her because she wants to cut it open.
It's been
Go on, cut it open on
44
camera.
minutes.
It's taken 44 minutes to get this. Me and Charlotte finish. Well, no, just crust. This is the world famous Bosnian pie in
You
Croatia.
better give me some of that.
Is it just pastry?
Yeah. Well, what's the thing about fighting for?
That's special cheese.
Oh, right, okay, so there's cheese inside.
Ew. I don't want it anymore.
Is it nice?
Don't know yet.
Can I have the pastry bit?
So there we have the leftovers of a Bosnian pie.
Karen didn't
Not
even
a fan.
like
No.
One and done, not to be repeated or finished by the looks of it.
It's got veg, isn't it?
Exploration experiment failed.
Yes. So the Steinlevel family are not big advocates of the Bosnian pie. Try it for yourself,
Okay,
folks.
Melissa.
While we're over this way, we thought we'd give you a quick look at the pool. So see, this is the main family kid pool. Shuts at 6 o'clock in the evening, which is obviously why at 10 to 7 it's completely empty. This does look to get very busy. You got like a kids splash zone over here. One of those bucket things that tips water. You probably can't see that because the sun's glaring down on us. And then you've got the main pool, like two pools actually by the looks of it. Yeah, you got a small pool there, and then you got the bigger pool over in that direction as well. To get in and out of the pools, you need to have your wristband that they give you when you check in, and also those wristbands you need when you're leaving the park, either the front way.
And you also need it to the beach.
Yeah, all the beaches, Charlotte said.
I'd have a swimming pool.
I think if you're going down to the beach or you're going down out the front of the park, only one of you needs to take it. But if you're going into the pool, each person going in and out needs to have their wristband on them. Hello there, folks. Right, so that's the end of today. Really good to get into Pula. Really enjoyed looking around the historic town, which I think I said earlier actually. Tomorrow we have got the island hopping boat trip to Brunei, I think it's called, where we're heading down to another town around here and getting on the boat at 11:30, I think it is from memory. So 25-minute walk down there and then get on the boat to go on the island hopping. So we'll show you what's over there. I think there's like a wildlife park and train ride we can do and other bits and bats that we can have a look at. So again, thank you for coming with us. We love doing this. We're really enjoying this holiday. Big day tomorrow, so make sure you stick around in the vlogs to see that one as well. Right, see you in the morning, folks. Bye bye.